and welcome to Critical Tumble, where a bunch of longtime friends and internet nerds transcend geography through the power of Discord to play Dungeons and Dragons, no matter how much pets, schedules, stupid brothers on motorbikes, and various technological issues attempt to delay the suffering of the characters and their players. However, all good stalling tactics must come to an end, and we are now at what used to be the capital of Gray's Inn, which, there's not a whole lot of Gray's Inn left to be a capital of anyway, so that's the thing. They've been traveling over the now frozen wastes of Gray's Inn to get there so that they can deal with the ancient white dragon Varydel, who is sitting on it, apparently. Apparently, there's also a mate out there somewhere that they're also probably going to piss off. But they don't know exactly where that one is. They're kind of hoping it's not here. They do know the Varydel is here because he turned up. And he wasn't entirely white anymore. He had some significant taint-looking marks on him. So everything we know about white dragons is kind of up for grabs right now, because y'all ain't never coped with anything quite like this. So let's move y'all to the actual map. No, how do I move the players? Here we go. Bink. That right there is Varydel coming in from the spot. Yeah, now that you're a little closer to that hole down below, you're not exactly sure it's as deep as it was when you thought. It's a little blacker than your average just looking down a hole. I'm just saying. Although, to be fair, that's mostly Rylan, Faraday, and Alice, who are the ones with passive perception worth shit. So, yeah. There is a dragon. There is your cover. Now, there was a few of you who were going in the general direction of cover. And I know that Alice, whose image I now have to pull back up again. There we go. Was kind of there. Because someplace with chain. Ava, I'll go alphabetical down the rest. Ava was trying to look for a sniper's position and probably some cover. You see in the lower left-hand corner where most of the cover is. There's a couple of piles of rocks and debris and something like a wall. What's left of a wall. It's that at the very far left, that bit up there is maybe about 10 feet tall, but you don't know quite how sturdy it is. So it might be a perch, but it might not. You don't know. Where do you want to be put?
You said this bit here?
Yeah.
And it's 10 feet up, you said, about?
Yeah, and questionably stable.
If I try and climb up it, does it feel like it's wobbling or?
Well, make me an acrobatics check. You can get up it, but it is a little wobbly.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll start then and see how I...
Well, they're not going to take much to climb 10 feet, so you can very much get up there. Okay. Barnabas, you were going to be sort of up the front near Alice, so where approximately?
Like there, so.
Okay. There?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Clarity, you were looking for a place to hide.
Yeah. Maybe split the difference between Barnabas and Ava and be around there.
Okay. And if you are hiding, do make me a stealth check.
Yep. 30.
Good to know. Darvin.
These rocks here, are those
They're
that's ground, or is that
that's cobblestones and occasional bits of debris.
okay? And then what's that right there? I can't quite. Is that a log or something? What is that?
That's either a log or a tilted pillar. At this point, everything's so frozen it's difficult to tell.
That's fair. I'll just be like, how high is that the pillar? It's not. I'm assuming not very because it's a sideways pillar. Usually they're not.
No, it fell over
Right, so it's not all that
for a
high.
start, and yeah, I mean, it's a few feet, and it's also covered with snow and ice.
Okay, I just wanted to see because I might have to leap over it later.
If you don't have to explain,
Sorry, just right there. It's fine.
okay.
Out of the way and yeah, nice.
Okay, Faraday, you were sort of also up more towards the front because
Yeah, was backed up a little bit, but not too far, so probably like right there.
there we go. I really need to get other people's art at some point, probably a couple of weeks. Hazel.
Let's see. I was also sort of middling, so I'm going to be parked about there.
Funnily enough, I had a feeling. Okay. Remy, you were also at the front.
Yeah, let's say about here.
Okay. Yep. Only needed to do it once. I'm looking. And Rylan, you were looking for a place to hide. I do remember this because you overthought it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. This is just a pile of debris here, right? This.
Yeah, that is a bunch of fairly slippery rocks. Yes.
Okay. Actually, that kind of works out really nicely to just be right here in between Hazel and Clarity.
That about do. Right. So yeah, there's an ancient white dragon bearing down upon you, and let's see, we've got a gift of alacrity. Thing. Okay, I would like you all, up to and including you know, whatever gifts of alacrity some people have, to roll me some initiative.
Yeah, that was on Alice and
And
Faraday.
Faraday. Yep.
Quiet down.
Everyone should also remember their
Yep.
fear effect
Yep.
immunity.
Yep. I have the
Oh, gee.
immune to poison, frightened, and advantages on will saves, and 7 HPs to your max.
And while we're doing that, one thing I need to remember to change this back, however tempting it is, Brian, but for at least the next hour, your strength is now 20.
Gotcha.
So I've made that change on the character sheet, but after this combat, you are going to have to change it back. Now, what do we have here? God, some of you rolled absolute shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't only talking about you. It seems to be I mean, poor Ava.
No.
Only reason I didn't was because of that.
Yeah, and of course, Alice being Alice wound up with a grand total of 23.
Jesus.
Well, a quick check and see what's the.
I don't think it might in the range because I'm not sure how far that is.
I mean, first of all, it might not be staying there, and second of all,
Yes.
the bad news thing, to whom it may concern, has a terrible lot of range, and I'm not really worrying about it because we're going to have enough minutia to deal with anyway. So believe me, after certain bits of errata that got flagged up to me without asking last week, not last, well, actually, yes, last week, not your game, Ethan. Last week, Saturday.
I remember.
Yes, you. If you say a thing,
This range is 200 to 800, so probably fine.
none of these maps are bigger than 800 feet. I just know. Okay,
enough.
so let me just double check a thing. Yeah, okay. So that's Darwin. Hazel. Oh. And Barnabas. No, wait. I got that wrong. So we have LSA, Darwin, Hazel, Barnabas. Yeah. Okay. um, Top of the round, Alice, and of course you had to put yourself way over there because not really close enough at this stage to get to really get to it with sufficient chains, and also not do what I kind of wanted to do. But never mind, this happens to the best of us. So gonna be a quick move over there. Tap Romeo on the shoulder long enough to sort of curl her up to her and smooch. And that is enhanced ability strength. At which point she says, it may not help with combat, but I'm gonna need you to pull this thing down if you can.
You got it.
And yes, that's enhanced ability action. No, I think she's gonna stick where she is for the moment. Not really anything she can hold either, so Darvin.
Darvin is at this point. I'm gonna stay put, and I don't necessarily how far like vicious mockery won't reach, considering how far it is. Will
5,
it?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So about 60 feet.
Yeah, no. Okay. In which case, I'm just gonna use my bonus action to shout towards Alice, say something along the lines of, "Truss him up like an Oralmus turkey." And it's an inspiration die.
Nobody in my life has ever had an oral Miss Turkey,
Damn.
but I take your point.
And that's an inspiration die, 1d10.
Thank you. Make a note.
And that's my turn.
And at that point, we have lair actions. Let's see.
Right.
That's 20-foot radius, so that's not fun. 5, 10, 15, 20, 10, 15. Okay, cool. Circle. Right. Yeah, that will do. I'm going to need 2 saving throws from you guys. The first one is going to be Constitution. No, sorry. The 3 in the circle. No, it's my fault.
I was about to ask, I'm like,
No, the
in the
3,
circle, outside the circle?
the 3 of you in the circle. Please make me a Constitution save. It's really just as well.
Oh no.
15.
Oh no, Reddit!
Hazel.
1 second.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Oh no, you guys.
I have the
Okay.
curse of twos.
Okay.
Same.
Well, so that's 4 points of cold damage for Clarity and 7 for you two. And now I would like the 3 of you in the circle to make me a intelligence save.
Oh, sweet.
That's pretty-
Watch me fail it completely.
I mean,
No, okay, I'm good.
Oh,
23.
nice.
It's you who's managing the saves and these two not. Okay, so along with your 7 points of cold damage, you each take 3 points of psychic damage, and we'll have to subtract your next saving throw by 1d4.
oh no.
Do I
Well,
take any
Bane
damage?
attacks.
You do not. It is save or
Okay.
suck.
Alright.
Also, your vision is slightly impaired. Basically, this bubble of freezing fog just lands on you, chilling you to the bone, and it's the fog effect from Star Coast in miniature. Hazel.
Right. Doesn't muck with my movement, so I should be able to get about there.
You can definitely get about there. Boink. Can people who are I don't know if you can see the mucking around with various lines, but I can, and it's a little distracting. Anyway, so you've moved, taken most of your movement.
Sorry, say that again. Like the
No,
Discord
it
cut
was
in and out really badly for a second.
It doesn't. Most of it doesn't matter. You've moved. Now what?
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to Varydel. Look at the group. And I'm going to I'm going to
I'm going to get a
Damn it, this is
chess
really
clock.
kind of so early. This is driving me a little. This is concerning. I'm gonna hold a healing word for if Varydel jumps on and focuses one particular person. So if Varydel moves to one person and attacks them, they're going to get a healing word from me. At basic level healing word, not an upcast.
Okay. Barnabas.
Uh, I'll be honest. You know what? I'm gonna actually activate the tattoos that we got a while ago for the cold resistance. I don't know what the exact
No.
amount.
What yours was fire resistance?
I think thought it had both.
Nope, I don't think so. And besides, you're already cold resistant because of the potion you chugged.
Oh, right. Never mind. Okay. So we're gonna basically summon the double right about there, and not much to do for range, so we'll just see what goes next.
You do know you can hold an action. An action.
I'll hold an action to attack if it gets within range.
Okay. It is now Varydel's turn. Let's see. It's in flight, so getting to roundabout here is not a problem. Let's see. Yeah, I can actually stay out of range without, because that's everybody's within about 5 feet of it there.
Comes the saving throws.
Oh, doesn't necessarily need to be that. Gargantuan, 20-foot square. Reach, anywhere between 5 to 15 feet. 20 feet if you...
Delightful.
20 feet if you count the tail. So, let's see. Alice say it's not really happy with at the moment. So that's 1 bite, 2 claws. You best, well, then again, given what I'm adding, you best hope that I keep rolling that shit. So let's see, because that's plus 14 to hit. So 13, 12. No, 18. No, actually, that's 23. Check on something. Yeah, no, she's gonna blow her shield on that one. 22. A claw, she's gonna eat that, so, Eight, 5, 13 points of slashing, and So that's a total minus 20, so that's 13 points of slashing and 7 of necrotic. So. Okay. And second claw attack definitely did not hit. So that's fine. And it's not in range, so it doesn't tack on your reaction.
Who got
Next.
smacked?
Alice, a lot. 20 points of damage.
That's my healing word triggering.
Okay. Roll it.
And disciple adding. So that was first level. So an extra 3.
So. Okay. So that was Varydel's turn. Farida.
Okay. I am going to use some sorcery points and twin cast haste on Remy. I'm not sure if it should be Alice or Barnabas there, because there are some bad things that happen if I lose concentration on this.
Yes, at the same time, Alice is used to the 6 seconds of woof, because barbarian. That's what happens after she rages. Also, frankly, extra flying speed would not go amiss at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Alice then.
Okay.
I'm going to put up the haste spell card so people can know what they're getting.
All right. So that's +2 to AC. So
Damn, haste is nasty in 5th ed.
Yeah.
Haste is very good. That's why the boots that I have make haste even more insane. Which is to say, I get haste.
doubled movement speed. Okay. That is your
That's
action.
my action. Movement. After that, I'm going to hide behind the rock here.
That makes sense. So kind of in Hazel's immediate vicinity.
Yeah. Just a bit side there.
Okay. Any
And,
any bonus actions?
no, don't have anything to use for.
Yeah, just to flag up, because I have a feeling that a storm sorcerer might be aware of this in some way, shape, or form. Fogs can be blown away. Just flagging up for future reference, because this is the kind of thing Alice would think of. Oh, sorry, Farida would think of. Both,
Yeah,
actually, but she's not paying attention.
I can only change direction of the wind. I can't create it.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Rylan,
No,
it's
like,
Rylan, it's foggy, it's cold, and your head hurts.
Yeah, it hurts. It does hurt a little bit. 5, 10, okay, so 15 feet. I kind of want to. I have to make tiny little adjustments because the bar with everyone's names is in the way of me planning this movement out.
You could just move the map.
That is what I'm doing. 5, 10. Okay, so I'm going to start using a bunch of my movement to get to here, just outside the fog.
Sorry, can you show me that again? Oop.
And then Is the answer to provoke it or just to hold off?
Do you want it to move out of where they want to chain it up?
No, and that's a no. Okay. Let's take sight of the situation. Now that I'm out of the fog, I see these 4. Honestly, am I doing anything? Except for possibly... I think I'm gonna just stay about here, hold up my action to fire an Eldritch Blast once Varydel starts attacking again.
Okay.
I think. I'm overthinking already.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Uh,
Clarity. It's not as cold, and your head doesn't hurt, but this isn't fun.
Okay. First thing, bonus action. Well, I'm gonna move 1 space above me just to poke out of the fog a little bit. And then I'm going to bonus action cast Hex on the dragon.
Spell card?
Yeah. Where is it? There it is. And it will have disadvantage on strength ability checks.
I think I do need to check. Okay. This is not a particularly happy dragon, because that one doesn't actually have a save. And are you doing anything else?
And then how far up is it?
Well, it's kind of down now because it's been clawing and biting at Alice. So
Okay. I'm gonna get within 20 feet of it, so maybe about there.
okay.
And I'm going to throw some daggers at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna use ash.
Okay.
And do I get advantage because I'm hidden or I was hidden?
You're not hidden anymore.
Oh, okay, because of I cast hex
You-
on it.
Well, yeah, and at this point, there's absolutely no cover, and you stand out a lot.
Okay. First attack. 21.
Roll damage. Okay.
8 piercing, and then for the oops, I don't know how to do this.
It's slash
Okay.
roll. Slash
Yeah.
roll 1d6.
Thank you.
There you go.
So 3 for hex. And then
And that's necrotic, isn't it?
yes.
Then
Which-
no. No, it's not 3. It's 1.
Okay. And
wait a
I
minute.
will do
Actually, I need to double check. Actually, no, it's 0.
yeah, I kind of figured, but
No. That's cool. But
yeah. And then I will do an offhand attack with my acid dagger.
okay,
23,
that hits. Roll damage.
We've lost Ava.
5 piercing, 2 acid.
Okay. So that's 7, 8, 15.
Woohoo.
Okay. Thankfully, we have Remy go before Ava, because otherwise that's going to be a problem. Remy,
Is he low enough to hit?
I'm going to say this one more time because this has been asked not 5 minutes ago. He is on the ground!
Okay, Remy advances.
Okay, so there you are now within 5 feet.
Hunter's mark
Okay,
and starts swinging away.
okay.
Nope. Hopefully.
That does, in fact, hit. Roll damage. Well, you don't need to because it already does the thing. And, right, hang on. So we have cold, fire, cold, fire, acid. 3, 8, 9. So that's an extra 9, 13, 25. Okay.
And one more. Probably not.
No. Great. Now you've interrupted my mental maths. Thanks for that. So okay. And just in time, Ava.
Is the fog below where I am? Was it about
It's
level with me, or-
20-foot sphere, so
So yeah, it's affecting my vision as well.
yes, thankfully it's not touching you, but it's
Okay.
affecting your vision.
I
You saw
still
everybody get out of it very fast.
Right. Can I see the dragon still, or not quite?
20 feet by 20 feet by not really?
That's annoying. Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
the best thing to do is I'll hold my action until I see it. If it flies up, I'll shoot at it.
Or if they if the thing goes away. Okay, so can Remy, Barnabas, Clarity, and I mean, I guess the echo just takes the damage, doesn't it? Can you please make me double check here? Make me dexterity saves, please. Oh, and I get advantage. Good. So do you, Barnabas.
16.
Oh.
Actually, I'm kind of exempt. I have wings. Yes, wings. So yeah, sorry, Remy.
It's up there.
Oh.
22.
Oh, yeah, it's hidden up at the. Ty goes to defender. LSA has wings. Barnabas's echo just takes the damage because it can't really dex. I don't think. So
Yeah, I
that's
don't think so.
gone, and y'all take 2d6 plus 8. So that's 6. So Remy takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Barnabas and Clarity take 16.
Halved because of evasion.
It isn't really the kind of thing you can evade. It's what's happened. Sorry, I haven't really explained it. It's not a directed attack. Varydel slams his tail very hard against the ground, which earthquakes. Not sure how you evade that.
Okay. Well, it's just I.
Oh no,
How
I understand.
evasion works.
No, I
I'm
understand. It's one of those things that has to be a DM's call because, I mean, even a jet of something coming towards you, you can generally find something or someone to dodge behind. But when it's the ground directly beneath your feet, it's kind of a little bit tricky to manage that. So, yeah. Remy's still up. Barnabas and Clarity are prone. And given both of your positions on the ground, you notice that some of that is cracked. You kind of hope it's ice.
Oh no.
Does the earthquake just affect the immediate area around the dragon? Or is
Yes.
it all-
It only affects in the area the people that I asked about. To be fair, you probably can't even see the cracks. You're pretty far away.
I was more thinking, did it like make the square?
Yeah, if it was going to affect you, I would have told you.
Sorry.
And you notice them getting a little unsteady and falling over in a couple of cases. But okay, so and Alice is already kind of up in the air. Yeet.
Can I make a concentration check on Hex?
Yes, you should do that.
It's a con save, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. I should be good because
Yeah. And it
Half the
doesn't-
damage or 10, whichever is higher.
Yep.
Y'all are gonna shut up. Right. So Alice has got 80 feet of movement. So this is when the fun begins. So that's Dex. Okay. Not no attacks in this kind of instance. It's a matter of attempting to stay out of range of tail while still binding up the wings. The wings she more or less manages, circling a couple of times with this thing whapping at her. And then is kind of 29, so no. Somewhere in the process of getting its wings all bound up, sort of gets smacked by tail at, let's see, tail. Need to hit, reach 20 feet. Good, 2d8 plus 8. Lovely. 18 points of bludgeoning damage. So that. Okay, but kind of gets knocked away a fair bit. Land effect. Yeah, and gets kind of whapped in the general vicinity of Remy. And just sort of, do we want to try for at least one leg, or is this good? Answering is a free action, but apparently nobody has any kind of opinion
I
on
think
that.
that might be as best as we'll get.
Could try. Anyway, Darvin.
Okay. So I will get 5, 20. I want to run there. I should have enough movement.
Actually, can you make me an acrobatics check?
Sure.
Because you're vaulting over the.
Understood. One moment. That's a 10.
Yeah, that's gonna cost you about 10 feet of movement, so
Okay.
you probably still make it, but you kind of skid.
Right. I'm going. Like, oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
over that one, 5, 10, 15, so about there.
Yeah. And it's in range, so I am going to cast. I'm gonna chuck at least a couple of magic missiles its way. Just want to double check. That's a 4. Okay, so level 3, I think. Back to God. Whoops. So that's two. That's the 3 for the base, and then level 2 and level 3, and that's on. That's done.
8, 10, 18. Okay.
And bonus action will be on to um, Alice got the head flying on the last one. Your turn, Remy. And that's an inspiration die on for Remy as well. That's at a 1d10.
Okay.
Okay, so
And let me mark that down.
layer action. Hundred 20 feet of it. So that's pretty much everybody. I've had to change a few mechanics for the setting. This has been fun. So Ken, Darvin, Remy, and Clarity, please make me. Actually, no. This is actually attack, so I get to roll. Remy, your AC isn't 31, is it?
No, it's not. It's 23.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that will definitely hit you for 6 damage. So that's 11 points of piercing damage. Darvin, your AC is lower than 21, I imagine.
Yes, it's 19. But I will pop shield, which raises that up to 21.
Okay, tie goes to defender, so you're good. And I'm imagining that that Clarity is going to attempt using Uncanny Dodge with the 20 that's coming in her general direction.
20.
Yes.
I'll use my reaction for shield, actually.
Okay. So yeah, you're. It's only Remy Remy's the one in all the armor, and she's not good. Oopsie. Hazel.
Gonna step out to about there.
Where now? Nope. Got it. I got it.
And then I'm going to center. I'm going to pull out from the bag the Staff of Healing and center on Alice a Mass Cure Wounds from the staff, blowing 5 charges.
Okay. I think you have the clicky on that
And
now.
that's. Yep, that should be everybody. 19, and it's a 5th level spell, so add Disciple. 7 more on top of that.
So 26 total.
Who does that go to?
Everybody in 30 feet of Alice that's not the dragon.
Mhm.
So it's yeah. And I need 2 more mental mass. Mm, entirely back up to full. Okay, good to know. Bonus action.
No bonus action. I'm just gonna go back to my spot behind the rock.
Whoop. Hi, Faraday. Barnabas.
Okay, so standing up from prone is half your movement, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, stand up from prone first of all.
Okay.
Then gonna move right there,
Okay.
and then we're gonna attack with the sword and the axe.
Okay. That does hit. We have the damage.
How do
That's...
we make it roll where it doesn't automatically do the damage?
I don't know. It started doing this one day, and I don't know why.
Okay.
I haven't been able to. I haven't had the time or the spoons to poke at it. I mean, it's not the hugest deal in the world. It's just aggravating when if you don't hit. But
Yeah.
we'll just have to learn to live with it. Because I do not have the spoons for whatever the fuck Roll20 decided to do this time. Okay, so that's the sword.
Nope, 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 nope.
Nope. Is that your...
And yep, and bonus action, bring the shadow back there.
Okay. That's unfortunate because I decided on Varydel's legendary action before that. um. Actually, no. You're safe for now because it's not the end of its turn yet.
Oh, joy.
So yeah. Now it's at the start of its turn. The first thing that it's going to do is, I mean, yes, Remy has hurt it. Hey, actually, eeny, meeny, miny. Yeah, Alice, I may have tied its wings, but it's significantly pissed at Remy at the moment. So, actually, everybody's in one big cone. Fuck it.
Oh no.
Let's see. Can let's see that 90-foot cone. The I wish I knew how to draw a cone. Let's see. So kind of.
Hmm?
I'm working.
Oh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, that's basically a full fuck you of everyone. Except Ava.
Yeah, way back.
The dragons be like that.
And
Yep.
weirdly, Barnabas's echo. So could I get all of you all to make me Constitution saving throws, please? Your DC is your DC is 22.
Oh. In
Yeah.
cover, does that change anything?
No.
Doesn't say anything. It doesn't see anything like that.
I'm
Remy,
gonna use Indomitable and roll that again.
That's a 7.
Remy uses her inspiration. Oh my gosh.
Yeesh.
There we go.
Nat 20 for me.
Got that.
9.
Inspiration saves my ass. So
Saved one of you.
I tried.
well, I mean, no. Barnabas made it. LSA made it. Darvin made it. Nobody else made it. Oopsie. So that's. Oh Christ! I need the dice roller. That would be 16d8.
Jeez. I'm gonna.
Knowing your luck, I think most of us are about to drop.
Don't worry, these aren't my dice. I'm not rolling 16 d8s. I have that many d8s, but I'm not rolling them.
Why does that not
I
surprise
still
me?
get the feeling that our luck is going to come into effect.
Don't count your carps before they're hatched.
You say carps?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's an Alice
Totally
Cooper
just said-
reference.
You see, you don't want to tempt the fates. You don't want to tempt the fates. Barnabas, Darvin, and Alice take. Actually, Alice takes that quartered because she is resistant to cold damage. So
I am resistance to cold, so I'd take
yes.
the
So
half.
you too. So
And Ruby.
I'm getting to you. You're
Okay.
in the You're in the I didn't fail the save, and and
Oh.
Barnabas too. So, Alice only takes 16 points of cold damage. Darvin, Faraday, and Barnabas each take 31.
God.
Is that halved already?
For you two, yeah, that's halved
Okay.
because
Well, no, because I'm asking. Sorry.
Because Clarity, Rylan, and Hazel take 62.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of forgot something. Oh, no, I didn't. I was kinder when I was recoloring this than I needed to be. So yeah, no, 16 points for Alice and Barnabas because they've got their own immunities to cold and they made the saves.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that. Oh, never mind. That was a con save, so yeah, so 31. Okay, 1 second.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, this not be a Dex will save you roll.
Yeah, no, I got it.
No, I'm not talking to you.
No. Hex is gone.
Yeah. I mean,
Haste is still there.
hang on, wait a minute. 62 points of cold damage. Are you still up?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hazel healed me up to full, and then I dropped really far down.
Okay. I'm not sure how many HP you actually have, so is anybody down at this point? I need to know. Is everybody still standing?
Barely.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Rylan, what is your HP?
16, ironically.
I don't mean now, I mean usually, but I think that answers my question.
80.
Yeah. I'm just making sure because I said, I'm assuming everybody's up and I got nothing from you but a blank look. Thankfully, that is the end of Bardel's turn because he can only do. Let's see if it recharges. Oh fuck. Faraday.
Ow. Um.
You're not the only one.
I'm gonna move out a bit. Here.
Okay.
And lightning bolt.
Okay. Put up the spell card, please.
Yeah.
Why did you make a second Constitution save?
Maintain concentration for haste.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, if you're gonna roll a thing, can you tell me why you're rolling the thing, just so I don't get confused?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. That's just me letting you know. Not believe you may have heard over the last little while. If I'm angry about something you did, you'll know. So, DC 16 Dex save. I hate you. It doesn't have a Dex modifier, but it rolled a natural 19. So that's
Still takes
11.
half.
Yeah, I know it still takes half. It's just I wanted it to be more epic than that, so I'm pissed off at my dice. Okay.
Yeah.
And now that it's getting more and more verschnurked, and its legendary actions are back. Actually, do you have a bonus action first?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
So could oh, there goes Barnabas's echo again. Kit again, same people. Clarity, Remy, Alice say has wings. She's okay. And Barnabas, and his echo goes away. Please make me. Is that Dex? No, Christ! I have so many things to deal with. I keep forgetting. Yeah. Earthquake is. Yeah, Dexterity DC again 22.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, man.
Oh.
No,
20.
no, and no. This is why I'm
Oh,
glad that
two.
Alice's feet don't touch the ground when she doesn't want them to. So let's see. So that's basically tail attacks. That's 2d8 plus 8. Where are my d8s again? Had another d8 somewhere. Running out of 19. Yeah, it's now getting a little bit more obvious to people that the ground, or at least you hope, just the ice covering on it, on the ground, is starting to crack. But Clarity, Barnabas, and Remy are now prone. Island.
How much damage?
No, hang on. 19.
19.
19.
Doesn't help. No, with that.
Oh yeah, I'm going to roll a concentration check. It's not 19.
And Clarity should too. Hex.
No, it dropped already.
Oh, of course it did when the cone went off.
Yep.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, no, your hunter's mark is. If you should have rolled concentration for the for the cone and the cone attack anyway.
Okay, so what I'm going to do. 5, 10, 15. God, I can't count to save my life right now. Literally. Kind of want to
Oh.
move
Shit.
to. Can I get? Yes, I should have enough movement to get about here.
Well, I mean, if you clamber over the rocks, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah.
Also works. And then it's kicking our teeth in. I think it's time to just fire at least a minor bit of damage off on this thing.
It's not like it hasn't been damaged. It's just a big old mess of hit points on top of everything else.
It's not fun. I would like to Eldritch Blast this stupid sucker.
Okay.
So 3 beams, first of which probably doesn't hit.
Nope.
A second 22
That does hit. Roll damage.
for 6 force damage.
Okay.
Made sure to read my damage types. And then third blast also
No.
misses. Jesus. And
At
then
least it didn't miss bad enough for you to hit Barnabas. Then again, he's prone, so he's probably okay.
and then while I'm firing missiles into the aether, I'm gonna use my bonus action, spending 2 sorcery points to cast a magic missile at 2nd level.
Sorry, you're doing which at 2nd level?
Magic missile with quicken spell meta magic.
Okay. Yep.
So that's gonna be that's 4 beams if my math is correct. So
Mhm.
2, 3, 1 for 2nd level. Grand total of 16 more force damage.
Okay.
And I've already moved. So yeah, that's all I really got.
Okay. Well, this isn't technically a lair action. This is something that should have happened around about the same time as our lair action. Let's see, it's sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 13, 14. Yep. Round about that point, because I'd forgotten how much the spikes would have weakened that. The ground under pretty much everybody except for everybody definitively in the front row. Can Rylan make me a dex save?
I sure can.
No,
Nine.
you're going into because well, I'm going to leave you guys up there for the time being. The ground collapses.
Yeah.
Double set this thing up. Why are you doing this to me? There we go. Set this up just because it's kinder this way. That'll leave Rylan landing about there. Why it's not letting me drag that? Ah, there we go. Barnabas. Clarity. Remy. Or one. And actually no, because Remy would be closer to about there. And I'll say probably in flight, so still moderately safe, but still about there. And that leaves Clarity closer to there. So set things up as close to it as I'm going to get. You guys have fallen down into a pit, and thankfully those of you who have fallen have all landed on a solid surface, because just about everything else beyond the piles of debris and what might be a little bit of treasure glittering in the back corner, but you guys probably aren't looking at that right now. The entire floor is covered in an, you're not sure how deep it is, layer of the black sludge. We're going to take it to the end of this round, and then we're gonna call for break, because this is phase 2. Welcome to it. Clarity, you're prone because you've fallen, like, actually, technically falling damage. That's, it's kind of fate. That's a strength check on her, so yeah. LSA did, with some difficulty and a bit of damage of her own, manage to slow Barnabas's and Ryland's fall, because she was right there and she has wings. Clarity and Ryland each take 6 points of fall damage.
Ow.
So and you have landed prone. Barnabas and Remy have not. Just again because yoink.
I was already prone.
Well, yeah. Now you're prone and
Proner.
bruised. Well, you were probably in process of leaning up on your elbows and then. And then now I'm even more. Now I'm not just on the floor. I'm in the floor. Also, you're very close to that horrible fake honey smell.
Fantastic.
And you probably don't want to get off that little pile of debris you found.
Yeah. That changes a lot of what I thought I was gonna do. Let's see here. Okay. I will. Fiddlesticks. I'm gonna try something. I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force on it.
Can you put up a spell card on that
Yep.
for me?
So it's an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
DC for that, it's a arcade trickster spell, so the DC for that is 16.
Yeah, it's gonna use one of its legendary resistances and shrug that off.
Well, that's one gone. So yeah, I don't think it does anything without an intelligence save if it's
No, it's another saver suck.
Yeah. Okay. But got rid of one of those. I can't really do anything from here for my bonus action, so I'm just gonna stand up and sit pretty.
Probably not sit pretty. Stand
Well,
pretty.
yeah.
Remy, you're on your feet. You're pretty sure that LSA is like strained a couple of muscles on the two of you, but you're on your feet and you're in this. This is probably causing you and Barnabas kinds of flashbacks like you wouldn't believe.
Yep. Yep.
And there's a dragon.
Is there any point to, or is there any chain left to pull on or secure at
The
this point?
chain is still attached to it and one end to the immovable rod.
All right, and since Haste said object interaction counts for the third action, so she can attack twice and then pull on it, right?
Yeah, but why is she pulling on it? Sorry, I obviously didn't make this clear. The dragon's down too. The dragon's standing in the ooze because the dragon doesn't care.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. So, yeah, she will just cast her Channel Divinity to give herself advantage. Where is it? There it is.
Okay,
She's gonna go to town.
all right.
That's one.
Roll damage.
It's 5 and 2.
Uh, 60, 22, 7 is 29. Okay,
2,
definitely hits. Roll damage.
7 and 2, and let's put a smite on that.
17, 21, 30, 54. Okay,
More.
that does not hit.
Okay, and that will be it.
Okay, so, Ava, you're back up there.
Yep.
I didn't, actually, I'm gonna have to clear the drawings because most of it doesn't matter that much anyway. So, I draw the hole. So it's kind of gone. So, Barnabas, Remy, Alice A, Dragon, Clarity, and Rylan. You cannot, given you're human, you don't have a lot of dark vision, and it's down there a fairly good ways. You can't really see them anymore.
Is the fog still around or is that gone? Right now?
What?
Is,
Fog is still there. Fog is there until it's dispelled or the dragon dies. So the dragon's
I
not
can
dead.
still see the hole further beyond it, I guess. Or not quite.
Well, sort of off to the side because the fog was sort of there,
I would have heard the ground collapse if anything.
and sort of off to particularly that side. And you've probably got Darwin going, "Ah, what the?"
Yeah, there's a fair bit of
Little bit.
of swearing in Seacoast or Star Coast.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, it doesn't have a language all its own, but the
The various, you know,
the vernacular.
nautical. Yeah, thank you.
Let's see. It's about can I still hold my action if I move, or does that cancel it out?
No, you can move and then hold your action.
Well, I'll try and move as close as I can to the edge.
Okay, because yeah, I mean you're climbing down 10 feet, so 5, 10,
Oh,
15,
right, yes, that is true.
20, 25, 30. So that's about as close as you can get. And you have already declared. You can't, and from that point you can't really see. At this stage, I will warn you right now. You're pretty sure that if you want to do anything to this thing,
Gonna have
with
to
the
go down.
yeah, I mean, Ava doesn't have dark vision, so if she wants to do anything, you're probably going to have to go down the hole, and none of y'all knows what's in there except the people who fell down it. Yet, anyway. So, I guess that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, before we carry on to break and carry on in the next round, Ava's still a little too far away to get any kind of idea of what's going on down there, but could Faraday, Hazel, and Darvin make me perception checks because they are at the edge of the hole? And Faraday and Hazel in particular saw Ryland sort of scrabble for the ground as Nap!
One moment. 17.
Yeah. Darvin and Faraday, probably partially because no dark vision on you guys. It's mostly the smell that twigs you into what might be down there, and it's only the lack of sounds of screaming and other horrific things that you don't that you're pretty sure that your friends haven't fallen in anything like that and become mutated. Hazel has dark vision. Hazel still can't see very well down there because they're beyond a certain distance, but yeah,
Won't fix the heat.
there's piles of debris and an awful lot of black shit in that hole. If you kind of lean out from around the rocks. So, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we will deal with phase 2. And we're back in phase 2 of a fairly epic battle. I mean, you guys haven't even got him down to have health yet, guys, so we're moving. Top of the round, back down to the pit level. Alisei, who still technically has one length of this chain. Because remember, one end was hooked. Because Smeagol looks confused. One end was mold earthed and hooked to the immovable rod. Alisei hadn't handed off the other end yet.
My confusion is attached to something else, but that does help clarify a lot too. Yes.
So yeah, movement. Thankfully, she has a lot of that. It basically, is up, hands chained to Faraday. Hook it to the immovable rod and let me know when you've let go of it. And then dive bombs this motherfucker. Check one. Yeah. So,
I love haste still working.
yes, likewise. So. And strength. And for int. Thank you for the advantage. 120.
Well, Faraday with the haste having been on point.
Please, I'm doing maths. $12, 14, plus 3, 17. 29, 34. Okay, yeah, she hit that motherfucker. And going back up to the above ground level, Darvin.
Darvin's just kind of looking across the way. Well, actually, I don't think he can see Hazel because Hazel's behind rocks. Looking at Faraday, then going, I have no idea. I can't see down there. I just know there's filth.
I
Wait.
mean, given that the squares are the space you control, you can move
Okay.
there, be on the edge, and see that. I mean, not much, because unfortunately, that amount of filth more or less eats light.
Right.
But you do get the general impression of, there is what seems to be a convenient outcropping of some kind of debris. That one there. That you could probably climb down onto if you were careful.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to momentarily just go, Bahamut, please help me not screw this up! And I'm going to attempt just that, actually.
I will give you acrobatics for that. I seem to recall your
24.
dex is better than your strength. Yep. Bahamut is listening. I mean, it takes all your movement and probably your action as well, because
Yes.
that's clunk, clunk, clunk. But you manage carefully to be down on. And now you see that Ryland's over there. There's a couple of spots there that if Faraday and Hazel were careful, they could get onto, and that one's better for Ava. So there's spots to stand, it's just you gotta be really careful when you get to them. And you probably don't want to be distracting Alice, because
Oh yeah, I'm not.
you came down just in time to see her do the trick of even if the chain thing doesn't work, she aimed that dive bomb for the area around its shoulder blades as close as she could get given chained up wings. So, shunk.
Yeah, I'm
Actually, that probably means
not saying
she's
anything. I'm
there.
here. I'm taking stock of the situation. I don't have an action. Bonus...
I will say that telling Hazel and Faraday that they're safe spots is a free action.
Okay. Well,
And Ava.
I was Okay. Yeah. So I'm not. I was following train of thought. Bonus action. I'm good. Not. I don't. I want to hold that last inspiration die. So yeah, shouting up to Ava, Hazel, and Faraday, going. There. There's safe spots y'all can climb down. Be careful. I mean,
So I should yet again Faraday.
God, someday I will get that right. Sorry, Antheus.
To be fair, Antheus didn't pick the name, so it's
Yeah.
not really Antheus's fault.
Okay, well, sorry, General.
Okay. All right. Layer action. Let's see what we got in phase 2 layer actions. 20-foot radius area. She's up, so so yeah. 5, 10, 15, 25, 10, 15, 20. So probably around there. And so yeah, Barnabas just about gets into that one. Can you all make me dexterity saving throws, please? Ow. This one isn't even as bad this time. This one Remy made. But Remy made it.
Thank goodness.
Just.
A little bit worried.
So
Hey.
Barnabas takes. Thankfully, the dice are rolling low for you. 3 points of necrotic damage, and you are restrained. You can attack, but you cannot move.
Gotcha.
Not that you probably want to anyway. And honestly, you can probably break free on your turn. That will take athletics, but that's good for you at this point. That's layer action. Hazel. We'll move you move back up to your map. So yeah, there you are. At the edge of this hole.
So, since my last divine intervention, it's not been more than 7 days.
Nope, definitely not. No.
So that's off the table entirely. Right. And distance down the hole is something like 60,
Something like 30.
30.
Yeah, it looks like more because the filth at the bottom is eating light.
Right. I'm
And
gonna move up.
you can see when you get a little bit closer to like there that
Gonna move up to the edge,
let me just double check.
and given I can
You'll have to
see
move. You'll have to move a little bit closer to Faraday. To
if I
find
can
some
move
safe spots.
to here to be able to see down.
Hang on, I need to get back on that map. Sorry, move 2. Yeah. So like 5, 10.
I can see down where that is.
Yep.
I have another look at the stage 2 map.
You can't see as much in the stage 2 map, but you can see that one there near where near where Rylan is standing, which is apparently human bones. But you probably can't see that well what it is. It's whiter than everything else and a little oddly shaped, but
I'm more interested in the area around here.
you can't see very much in the area around there. There's waving tentacles, you think. Something's moving in that general direction, but because they're kind of up and
Am I aware of who is in this space?
you saw who fell. And it doesn't sound like anybody horribly mutated because if they had, Darvin, who is at the bottom, would have seen it.
From up here, I know everyone took a lot of damage, so what I want to do is centered on the space where I knew Remy and Barnabas fell. I want to cast my own Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Base level, and I want it to basically, because of the 30-foot radius, include party members, not dragon.
Okay.
17. Disciple adds 7 more.
24.
That's or to everyone within 30 feet of Remy.
Okay.
Super good.
Back up to full. That's good. Alice has been mildly yo-yoing up and down the ow scale, but
How much
I'm
was that
going
again?
to
24.
stay up here.
Barnabas.
I'm gonna try to break free.
Okay, that is your that is your action, however. So athletics check. Yep, you managed to probably trying either screaming or trying not to
Mhm.
breaking this off you.
Okay. I don't want to summon an echo in the black stuff because no, link to me, no.
And you've summoned and lost 2. So
Well, if that's my action, I guess that'll be. If there isn't a bonus action I want to do, that'd be my turn then.
okay, so yeah, first of all, at the end of your turn, actually no, because that'd be at the end of its, no, because it broke out the, yeah, no, it can actually still do that. Still not flying, still not standing on the ground, still good. I'm sorry, Clarity, Remy, and Barnabas, please make me Constitution saving throws. As it bashes its tail against the ground again. Not because it wants to break the ground below it, but because the rest of it is still kind of shaky, and it could probably get a few of the rest of you down here. So and you guys are all good. I mean, I think you still take the. Do you still take the damage? Yes, I believe you do. So that's nice. 6 points of bludgeoning damage since it's half damage for you. And actually, looking back at the map up above, you won't be taking the damage because you weren't close to it. But no. Can Actually, Darwin can point. And Ava's far enough away. No, it's actually just Hazel. Hazel, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yes, it was 6 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, no, to be fair, that should have been Dex, but yeah, no, sorry, roll the Dex. Because you're trying to. And that's even worse. Yeah, nope. So you feel things go shaky, 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 shaky. And that last little bit of shelf collapses in a kind of an "oh no, you don't" kind of a way. And Hand of Fate is kind. Hazel manages to angle herself almost, but not quite, on top of Rylan. And Rylan manages to kick before she falls in.
Oh.
So Hazel is down in the pit now. And given that legendary actions happen after turns, and that was after Barnabas' turn, it is now Varydel's turn. And Remy's just pissing it off, but then again, so is Alice. So,
Or a
Bite.
couple.
Bite is going to go for Remy because fuck you, that's why. That's very definitely not hitting. Claws are going for Alice. And that's not hitting. That is. And she'll take it. So that's claws again. Hooray. That's 2d6 plus 8. Go back here. 7. 15. She's not doing too badly, so yeah, it's /1. So yeah, so she really is yo-yoing back and forth between ow and oh, I'm better now, thank you. So that's bite, 2 claws, frightening presence isn't doing a damn thing. Faraday, back to the top map.
So where is the rod?
Well, probably right around with you.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna move to it and secure the chain.
Okay. Okay. So you've locked one of the end links around this rod. So that's an action for use of action.
Okay. And I will move away from it. Not at the pit yet. Doubt I'll be able to make it down. And then yell out, "I've secured the chain!"
Oh.
That's my turn.
Back down to the pit. Rylan,
I'm in a hole.
You're in a hole, and you have Hazel kind of secured by the back of the armor just to pull her so she doesn't land face first into that.
Yeah, because that would not be good.
Nope.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do sort of a second verse similar to the first. Start off with some Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Okay. First one, 22
That
to
hits.
hit.
Mhm.
For
Okay.
6 for second blast. 18 to hit.
Nope.
18 misses. Third,
That
another
hits.
22. Another 6 force. Jesus, what is happening today? My rolls have been very samey, and I don't know how to feel about it.
You know, I think I prefer that over the spikes because those spikes
Yeah,
can go
that's
the other
actually
way.
probably.
Mm.
Sorry.
And then I'm. That doesn't probably do too much of anything. Da-da-da. I think I legitimately just quicken spell a magic missile again, just with more missiles.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll burn 2 sorcery points. We'll do this at 3rd level this time.
Okay.
So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 2nd level, 3rd level, 15 damage total by my count.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna keep held here in this pile of you debris.
Debris. Yes. Sorry. It's kind of part of a language I actually spoke. So debris.
Yeah, please don't bungle grammar on purpose.
That's not grammar. That's pronunciation. Clarity. You're back on the ground or the rubble.
Okay. Do I want to do damage or do I want to get out of dodge? Bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex again.
Okay.
Strength saving throws again.
Okay.
Or not strength saving throws, strength checks. And then there goes that spell slot. And I'm gonna do, what's the range on? He would be just out of range of a 15-foot cone, right?
Yes. Because
Okay.
that would top out at the 15 feet.
Okay. I'm going to cast Agonizer's Scorcher. So she takes out the red dragon scale that she got from Alice A and blows through it. And there's a line of flame. Let me put up the card that emanates from me. And they have to make a dexterity saving throw. DC 15.
I hate you. Let them do the awesome once in a while.
The purple peril again.
One of the 3, well, one of the 4 technically, but I try swapping them out every once in a while, so maybe they'll go easy on you. But I guess the other one's just every time I take it's rested up.
Well,
So yeah,
they
but
still
still,
take
they still
half
take
damage.
Cares.
Shush. Yes, they still take half damage. So
So 4.
oh,
It's damage.
I'm still allowed to awe when somebody does something that
No, I
should
meant
that looks really epic, and then just
I meant to then zero.
that everything.
Bonus action. Yep, that'll do it. I don't want to move anymore.
That makes sense. Remy, you're also on the ground. Oh no, wait. Sorry, you
He's
guys
on the
all
ground.
saved. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
This is a long
Remy
fight. I'm losing track.
cast a staggering smite, and then go to town. Let's That's 1.
Yeah. Plus the that did hit roll the psychic damage. Wisdom saving throw. What's the DC on that?
15.
16.
Ah,
Not counting the wisdom bonus, which does actually have 1. So, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's put a. Oh, let's put a critting divine smite on that, which will be. Oh, I gotta count all the dice now. 2, 3, 4.
Hang on a minute.
A lot. Oh, it's nice to be a paladin.
Okay, so that's now that's maths. 15, 31, 69, 70, 81, 88.
One more.
Oh shit! Hang on, that's one thing I did forget. I'll say also got a also got a third attack. Didn't she? No, because use act. Never mind. Uh, okay.
And that will be it.
Uh, tie goes to defender. No, that misses. Ava, you're still all the way up there.
Yep. I'm gonna carefully edge closer to the edge, try and see what I can see.
You can. You're getting a little close to the fog, but you can kind of lean over to there. The only issue is that one thing you do know, given you know your terrain, if you fire that thing, this is about the only angle you can hit it from.
Right.
And if you fire it from the edge of that,
I'm gonna probably
you are uncontrolled falling.
right. If there's a sort of spot I can stand on below me, I'll try and go down there.
You're gonna. Oh, except that's a 30-foot climb, and you've used a good 10 feet of movement. Yeah, of course, that does count as a dash, sort of. You just wouldn't.
I guess I'll do that then.
Okay, can you make me an acrobatics check, please?
Sure. It's 14.
Yeah, that very much definitely takes up your entire action because you're having to go very, very carefully to find the one spot that's. Yeah, I mean you're close enough over there to see that that's a whole pile of treasure, and honestly, the debris you're on is a little more secure than shifting coins and whatever the
Coins and
fuck
stuff,
else
yeah.
that is.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's kind of it's basically nearly back into into Alice's turn before you get down to the bottom, just going, yeah.
Can I still use a bonus? Or that'll be
No,
done.
no,
Okay.
not with that
Okay.
roll. That's climbing down and getting your bearings and having a look around like, okay, what the hell is going on? Yeah, we're pretty much done with this. Bonus action. Honestly, this thing looks like shit after Ree's been smacking it. I'm not going to bother with the heat metal. It's been stopped from flying away. That's something. So I would like to rage. Well, okay then. So that's 11. 17, 33. No, 23. Yeah. Okay,
Oh no.
that happened. Uh, Alice just basically does the Sylvanas banshee scream and winds up driving scimitars in and through the shoulder blades so hard she ends up bringing up a couple of chunks of lung.
Nice.
Hmm.
And as it falls, you can hear the gristly kind of crack when you take the wings off off a cooked bird.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, but more visceral because it's raw meat. So it's just as it falls because his wings are still secured up. And I'll say, "Oops." Still the wings keeping up, and then sort of to sit on the corpse, getting over the rage exhaustion. Whew. Looks over at Darwin. I know you said it was Reese's turn. Sorry.
Darwin just throws his head back and laughs carefully.
Is everybody
So what do we
okay?
do about this?
Let's get out of the hole first.
Yes, let's get it. Get it. How high up is the surface?
The hole is about 30 feet, and I'm kind of like, anybody who needs a lift, I can provide the lift. It's
Uh,
probably better than the climbing.
I can zip somebody out as well.
That involves look at where you are. Do you want people to hop over to you?
I can to them in the net.
We all need a ride, Alice.
Remy
It
Misty
just
steps up.
looking up.
I managed to get down. I could probably manage to get back up.
I was going to say that we have absolutely no idea where this thing's mate is, so we probably want to spare spell energy just in case.
Remy waves acknowledgement.
Love you too.
Precious.
And then just kind of, because Barnabas is closest, just dives from this thing's body to just under the arms. Whoop! Yes, away! And over the next couple of minutes, kind of drags the rest of you up. That, didn't. I mean, I think it's only Farida that ended up really staying up. And it's just sort of hauling Ava over. It's like, sorry you climbed down all that way for nothing.
Oh well. I guess there wasn't much I was going to be able to do anyway with it being in the fog and the cold and everything.
The dragon layers are tricky. And once they get up, you've kind of got legs looking. You're coming up a little bit closer, looking at this hole, and Alice is just gesturing, get back. That is not solid ground. And you just get this sort of slightly huffy stomps to more solid ground.
I love legs.
I'm just
I'm
glad.
going to-
I'm just glad legs didn't end up on the receiving end of some of this
Oh yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, is everyone else okay?
Ow.
Ow. But
Yeah.
Ow.
That about sums it up.
Okay.
I'm not as bad as some of you because I seem to have gotten in on a lot of the healing, but the lingering knowledge that I was out still remains,
I mean,
and then kind of pats Remy on the shoulder with her 15 points of healing hands.
I could heal up a couple people.
We should save it.
Yeah, but yours is
Alice mentioned the mate. Let's save it. I'm going
As
to go over to the edge, though, while I'm saying this, look down, and just start casting Sacred Flame at the filth ground, because I just want to burn away even a little bit of it.
it is not visibly happening.
I think we're gonna need a little more firepower than that.
I have an idea. It's a little out there, but it might work. I mean, I gather that you've asked Paylor for something once recently on your own account, Hazel.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have asked for a removal of that stuff so that you could fight in a fair condition.
But that's one person asking for a favor. That's not 4 of us asking the question.
I'll have to try.
Mhm.
I mean, even if they just set us another task or something, they can't want this. The thing is that the only times I've ever significantly intervened like that is when we've sat down and asked.
That's what we're gonna do.
But we're gonna take a minute first. Get something to eat. Make sure that we're not going to be interrupted in whatever meditative whatever we're going to need to be doing during that by anything unpleasant.
Like a widowed dragon.
Maybe, or whatever else is living out there or
Frost trolls.
under there.
Frost
Yeah,
giants.
frost giants, whatever drow or Duergar may have been displaced. And there's something else we have to consider too. Where's the heart? They couldn't have taken it out of the barony. You can't take a heart out of a barony. But they must have hidden it somewhere, and if they're doing rituals to try and taint the land without having the heart, it means they haven't found it yet.
Hmm.
We need to find it and at least find someplace safe for it within the boundaries if we can find anything.
It'll depend on how safe it is wherever it currently is. If it's in a magic vault and not going anywhere.
I just worry, and I'd still like to know, and B, I worry what that points down the hole. I worry what that shit can eat.
Remember Star Coast, people.
Mhm.
Very much do. That's kind of why I want to prioritize purging this stuff.
But we're gonna sit.
Yeah, Clarity has already sat. She's not looking too well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cuddle up and, well, if I have a moment to do so, a couple of basic medical examinations, just pulling out healer's kit stuff.
Yeah, make me a medicine check.
And I'm gonna use. Just
Have
double
a
check.
potion if you
Oh
want.
yeah, I have advantage on medicine because of the scalpel.
Don't you don't you also have the thing where you can restore small numbers of hit points with a medical thing.
That's this.
Yeah, so, but still,
Let me just
1d6.
double check the actual feat, because that's probably a shorthand version.
No, I think I copy pasted that. Or at least gave all the salient information. So that's 1d6
Yeah,
plus 4.
Just wanted to know if it was the
And
same, if it would work
plus
on the
its
same
number of
check.
hit dice. So just do what's on your sheet, Smeagol. If I put it on your
I
sheet,
am.
Mm, 22,
How many hit dice do you got?
12.
yeah, the hence plus
And
the
add
10
12 to
because
that.
Feeling a little better, thank you.
So let's rest for a short bit before we try to do the asking. Huh?
Mm.
Okay. So that being the case, Darwin's gonna pull out his viol and start, or actually no, he probably wouldn't pull it out here, but yeah, just sort of tapping a little bit on the drum, beginning to noodle out a bit of a song to chronicle this whole thing. But that's going to count for Song of Rest. So if anybody wants to use any hit dice or anything, you can get bonuses for that. Let me just pull up what that is.
call that. See, they don't have to roll. It's just the maximum on the die roll for the ones they've got.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, Alisaie is not doing too badly, so she's not going to bother.
So-
She yo-yoed a fair bit.
So the song of
Mm,
that's the Song of Rest. It's
Yeah.
the full. So like if I
So,
have a
like,
D8, it's an 8.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So you don't have to roll your hit dice. You
It's
just
just-
take what would be the highest number on that hit die plus your con and go from there. So whoever in Hazel,
I
you
just had to
rolled it. You don't
check my
have to.
number. I did that to check the size of the dice. It's a
But-
D8, so I blow 10 of it.
Well,
It says on your character sheet, although
It,
in all
it
fair,
just said how many, not
no,
what kind of hit dice.
at the bottom, hit dice in brackets D8. And the part of the 8's cut
I
off, admittedly, but it's there.
can't see that at all.
Well, under temporary hit points, you've got total 12, 2, which is the
Oh, it's a
one.
clicky button.
Yeah, it's next to the
Yeah, 'cause I
clicky
can't see a
button.
D8. I just see a D.
Yeah, the 8's cut off, but if you know what your half numbers look like, that's an 8.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing a half number. I'm seeing like two, like a
And
line.
Probably
just a line.
because your screen is smaller, but
Mhm.
it's there. Believe me, I know.
Oh yeah, I 100% believe you.
So okay,
while they're resting, I'd probably be like keeping watch and scanning for any like threats.
oh, make me a perception check.
Certainly. Perception. 19.
And it's, as far as you can tell, but not a whole lot is moving, but the little that is probably wildlife.
So nothing of note. Okay.
Sort of looking at Barnabas and just being like, "You okay?"
I've been better, but I'll be all right. Didn't ever want to come that close to that much of that shit again.
Well, welcome to our lives, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Physically, I'm fine. Just a little freaked. Just a little freaked. I'll be all right.
You have fudge. Why don't you eat some of it?
Good point. And he just sort of sits down and just like, I'm just going to concentrate on this fudge is great. This is all that I'm thinking about is the fudge. Boy, do I love fudge.
Quote of the night.
I see Barnabas like kind of trying to focus on his budget. Send butterscotch. Well, I suppose. Although, how deep is the snow? Because he's probably going to struggle to
It's
walk.
well, to be fair, it's mostly iced over. But if you put him down, it's kind of. You remember that bit in Bambi where Bambi locates
yeah.
ice for the first time? So you just get it's almost the corgi sploot.
Oh. Just nudge him towards Barnabas.
It sort of slides like a hockey puck, and all of a sudden something bumps against your hoof, and it's Butterscotch trying to get on his paws, but it just goes. It sort of looks up at you like, help.
Oh.
Yeah, Barnabas has this in his hooves, just little plush puppy looking at it like, help me.
Barnabas picks Butterscotch up and a little bit of like trying to eat fudge and cuddle. He works it out, but it's awkward and weird.
Yeah, in the end, what Butterscotch does is sort of clamber up into the crook of Barnabas's arm and just nuzzle, nuzzle, nuzzle. and Flitty stole from the inside of Bradland's car. I didn't get to blow euphoria breath in its face, but everybody seems owie, but okay. And I am still being your emotional support fairy dragon. Boom.
You are continually adorable.
Everybody needs some adorable from time to time, and I can talk to people. Not like the
That is also
plushy
true.
things.
Yeah.
Then again, they can squish the plushy things harder without, like, doing an ow. Because I have ribs!
Mhm. Always pros and cons with these types of things.
I like my ribs. They keep my lungs from getting squished.
Ribs are good for that.
And just sort of snuggles up a little more in the scarf. And when it's not so cold out, I'll be dancing.
I'd love to see it.
I do a little tappy dance.
It's obscenely cute.
To be
I
fair,
fully
yeah.
believe that.
Well, it's a whole different morale kind of thing. I admit I dance well, but I cannot dance anywhere near as cute as Flitty can.
I mean, I should got to think of anything about Flitty that's not cute.
Some people have. I'm sure a lot of people who've been in the same position about dragons that we have would probably freak out at anything that looked even the slightest bit draconic.
Yeah.
They might not
But-
find
but-
Flitty cute.
Fair point.
I think it's
Then
only
again,
by
Flitty has giant butterfly wings instead of scaly, flappy handbag wings.
Mostly, I think they would look at face, teeth.
Still blunter and cuter.
Have you looked at Flitty's teeth lately?
Flitty's teeth? Oh, I don't often have to look at teeth because mouth actually shuts completely.
Which point Flitty pokes head out of bag. It grins. No, it just
See?
grins, and you could. But the teeth are just very smaller versions of dragon teeth.
Yeah. Adorable.
And pointy.
And leans to Rylan. Excuse me for a second. Flap, flap,
And
flap,
just
flap,
like
flap.
lets the
Over to
scarf a little loose so you
and
can.
then flaps over to Hazel and chomp on the ear.
Ouch.
Still doesn't make you not cute.
But my teeth aren't cute. Yeah, because that is 3 points of piercing damage.
Owie. That was a notch.
If you ever wanted your ears pierced, now you know how it feels.
Dang, Floody, that's more than me when I was a rabbit. Nice. You are fierce.
Thinks about that for a minute. Still not great with common, but I got sharper teeth than a rabbit.
Infinitely sharper teeth than a rabbit. Offering scritches.
Let self be scritched and then flies back into the scarf. I don't like biting my people, but I need to make a point to my pets sometimes.
Fair. Very fair.
Let Floody never be underestimated.
No.
Nope. Yeah, people have an hour of like chill time, passing out little bits of lunch and the various hit point things. And just okay. I mean, I don't really know how we go about this except to start like we did with, the the same approximate circle as the Heart of Star Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
There's places anywhere to
I still
start.
have bits and pieces for commune or similar if you want to use those as part of it.
I don't know entirely if we're going to need to. For people attached to the gods the way we are, this is a kind of a whole different thing. What?
I'm just considering who would be best to reach out to Bahamut here in this case, Freda or myself. I think myself, because the connection. Well, no, I don't
It's
know.
your soul, darling.
Right, but yeah, okay.
I mean, if Farida was going to commune with any god, sorry, I'm not talking about you like you're not here. I think the one that you would hook up best with would be the one that's not on the right side of the divine gate right now.
Right.
And of course, that's a situation in and of itself. Well, I mean, what happens if anything happens to Shanaira before we can, because, I mean, I'm assuming no one will let her get tainted, but if she just dies, eventually there's, and they don't have the chance to bring a mortal back that would be a fit vessel. They probably look for the best one available, particularly from a group that's kind of had a lot of attention from the gods lately.
Mm.
Food for thought, but hell, I have no idea how any of this works. This is kind of me calling my grandpa. Oh, okay. sits down, sort of gestures Hazel to one side and Remy to the other, and holds out a hand to each of them.
And he takes her hand.
And that kind of leaves Darwin to link up with Remy and Hazel and the other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll step forward and do the same.
Well, they're sitting, really, because we don't know how long we're going to be at
Well,
this.
yeah, step forward, sit down in the right spot, and link up.
Just wanted to make sure that theater of the mind, you know? If you're going to be specific, be specific.
Just scanning the area, keeping an eye out.
Okay, you guys are going to make me start with the asking, aren't you?
Yep.
Great.
You're better at wordsing than all three of us
Yeah, but
combined.
You guys are going to have to do some wordsing, because this... If it was going to just be me, it'd just be me, and I'd be a cleric, and I'd really be stealing your thunder, so...
We're just asking you to start.
I know. Hear us, gods and goddesses, from beyond the divine gate. We speak to you as your hands upon this plane. We speak to you as Palor's granddaughter, Palor's favored servant, one of Tritherian's chosen and one of Ziriel's chosen, and one that Bahamut deemed worthy to carry a sliver of his soul. We are here because we have tripped over a blasphemy. The corruption that we were sent to locate and fight has reached this land to a point that we cannot do this alone. We ask for your guidance. We ask for your assistance. We ask this. And squeezes Remy's hand because gonna let the two that are a little less, or a little more self-doubting, speak last.
Let us be the channel by which you restore the balance to our world and purify this darkness to bring back the light of the gods.
I'm taking it that's passing on to Darwin.
Yep.
Bahamut, please ask your assistance in cleansing this area, cleansing this filth, cleansing this blasphemy.
Character Darwin is relatively intelligent and relatively wise. Bahamut is all about fighting for those who cannot fight for themselves, and nobody in Gray's Inn can fight this.
No, no one here can fight this, and you were with your help, we could. So I beseech you, assist us in this.
If you want to pass over, just
Yeah,
squeeze Hazel's hand.
squeezing Hazel's hand, just like kind of shrug a little, like squeeze.
Son, And we want to give everyone else the opportunity to do so as well. If this blasphemy remains here, that goes away. And it just can't, shouldn't. There's too much good here to let it drown in blackness.
A moment. And another. During which the weather does seem to improve, at the very least. It's been dark and gray and snowy. Seems to be getting warmer. Not warm, because it's still winter, but more the kind of temperature you'd expect in this kind of plains area. It'll still take a little while to get back to normal, but it's at least beginning to, with the dragon dead. What you get isn't an immediate cleansing. What you get is an odd little tune. A sequence of runes. And a kind of hewn earth corridor, at the end of which is a plinth upon which stands a mid-sized hexagonal cube thing with the runes that you saw in the sequence etched on it in spaces. The four of you guys, or us guys, intelligence check, please. Why were you on? You're muted. Smeagol, you're muted.
Because I was on advantage from the medicine check and forgot to hit the button.
Ah, okay. Sorry, I'm going to make you roll one more time because that's terrible.
It's a 4. I have a 0. It's
I
gonna
know,
happen
but
again.
hey, you did well. You had 12 and 20 before, so yeah.
That's not better.
No, I'm not laughing at you.
Oh,
I
I
would
see
say
now.
if we were in chairs, that could be butterscotch right now.
No. To be fair about it'd be more Sapphire kind of doing the in tree flop on one of Barnabas's horns.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna get so distracting.
All right. Sorry, you. Yeah.
Oh, this looks so
If you want
great.
cuddles, make it lap time, you silly cat.
Nightmare does whatever Nightmare wants, especially because my roommate's been house sitting for a friend for like the last week or so, so she does whatever the hell she wants.
Okay then.
Extremely bored cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And in all fairness, it's probably fair enough that it's the two who deal in stories about quests who understand this a little better than the ones that are just like, I pray to the god for a thing and the thing happens. This is something that the gods themselves cannot touch. That's pretty obvious. However, apparently someone at some time made things that, at least on a localized scale, contain them. And the only way you could have got this much of a thing into something like that was for such a device to be nearby. Somebody either broke it or opened it or something. And given where Varydel came in from, it's more than likely up in the ruins of the inn. So they're not just doing it. They're giving you the quest, which is not going to take too long at all. It's not traveling all over the place. To be able to do it yourselves, because that is what Bahamut does, that is what Tritherion does, and to a point that's what Paylor does. And yeah, that's about the end of it, with Brevi and Hazel just being like, I don't get it. And Darvin and Alice looking at each other across the circle like,
Remy looks to Hazel and then looks to Alice.
This isn't a wellspring. We'd know if it was a wellspring. There would have been that stuff that eats reality on the walls and shit.
That's reassuring.
I know Faraday, when you need to know something bad enough, you end up in that library that your family line kind of sits in.
I mean, it's happened the once.
I know us.
The one in a million chance happens more often than not.
Besides which, it's kind of connected to you. You should have heard that guy when we mentioned you when we got there. I'm just saying. If it happens, let's hope. Maybe you can tell us more. But either way, we've got some very intelligent people who are good with runes, weird little magic-y devices, musical notes, exploration. Somewhere, probably up in the ruins of that hotel. In whatever the hell that whole thing was supposed to be. There is a thing, kind of a dodecahedral kind of thing. Many sides, various different runes. We saw a sequence and we heard a tune, which I think you and I can both remember. I don't know all the particulars, but we go up there, we find that thing, which we're pretty sure that, I mean, it's kind of obvious that, like, Varydel either opened it or broke it, or someone did it for him. We either repair it or just open it back up, get all of that stuff back into it, because there's got to be a mechanism for that, because it just feels right, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
And we've been given the help we needed.
So it's a jar with a music box for a key?
Or it's a music box that is also a jar of holding. I don't know.
Yeah, it's...
If it's something that was put here by Paylor and the gods, then that's what we're going to do with it.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, we don't even know who put it there. Or what.
Yeah. Or what.
Exactly. Well, Paylor helped make this world, so I would assume Paylor. We're all put here by the gods one way or another.
I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, suffice it to say, the gods said the way to deal with points to the hole is that. So off we go.
If I was gonna say any god ish entity had anything to do with that, I'd have said Torm. This is outside of the... I mean, if they won't just come in and cleanse it, it means they can't touch it. They never could. Torm's not really a god anymore. What?
Oh no, just they can't touch it, and I'm like, my brain, we don't want them to.
Well, that's why they can't.
Exactly. It clicked. It finally clicked.
So,
Right.
we our next thing, I mean, that didn't take as long as it could have.
Yeah, thankfully.
Maybe there's
Indeed.
a solid enough roof or some walls or something up there when we're settling. But it looks like we got some investigation to do.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Magical music box to find.
It feels like the antithesis of those boxes they put the hearts in.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, I see that.
A lock and key rather than a protection. Sort of a cell, a jail.
Something like that. I mean, honestly, it's entirely possible that the hearts were once in prison too. Magic doesn't generally coalesce unless somebody makes it.
Yeah, it
Might be
does.
okay with it. Might be okay with it now. Might have been designed to enjoy that kind of thing, but we can't say for sure that the boxes of hearts are not in some way imprisoned. There's a lot of philosophical food for thought about all this. So all we know is that it's a spirit jar for ick. Let's find it, make sure it works, and get rid of the ick.
So me.
Yep.
That sounds like a plan.
And we're pretty much right on time. Well done, guys.
Nice.
Worked out well.
Oh
Yay.
yeah.
More or
We
less. Yes.
survived.
We're alive.
We took a freaking ice cone to the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're kind of lucky. The one time I rolled to recharge, I rolled a 4. It's 5 and 6. That.
Well, I'm
I mean, the
thrilled.
extra HP definitely helped.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm still loving the Bahamut. Give me a hand with this, and rolling a 24 on the acrobatics to get down. That was awesome. I was like, holy shit, he listened.
I again, I'm sorry. I really had hope, but you're already hasted and you're raging for the extra damage. It really is just Alice going, fuck this shit, wonk.
I may have not done much personally, but I supplied, I think, 6 extra attacks total.
Yeah,
So
and not to mention the fact that if you hadn't properly secured those wings, mostly damage based instead of magic based does not mean stupid.
Hmm.
Basically, if the wings hadn't been there and stayed there, would have done a lot of what was done in the Chroma Conclave arc in the air, cone on most of y'all, and then save all of the straight up damage attacks for the one with the wings.
By the time we secured the chain, like literally next round, he got turned into squidge.
Well, no, the wings were still wrapped up. They just weren't properly, solidly linked. He could have, up until that point, potentially broken out. But
Ah,
you guys were pretty much right in front of him, so what was he gonna do?
Yeah, it was
Like, I don't need to fly for this.
he thought he thought we were all lunch.
basically.
Yeah, right up until Remy started hitting him with Scale Splitter, at which point,
That was immediate and intense regret. Clearly,
yeah, it was more, oh, I know who my target is now.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why I kept hexing him, was because
That
I was trying
great.
to
That was
make sure
great.
that he's
like
didn't
no
get
breaking
to
out.
come out.
Bad dragon.
That was smart.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much it for Varydel. I admit that I am incredibly nasty about this kind of shit. So, well done. Congratulations. Thank you for appreciating the immense amounts of work I went to for multi-phased battle.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was
And
nuts.
I will
I'm not
see you
sad I
all
didn't
in
get to do
2
anything.
I am
See you
sorry
in 2
about
weeks.
that.
No, it's
Yeah.
okay. It's not your
When
fault.
we go adventuring, exploring.
Damn, your dungeon crawl. Old school. Yeah.
Bye.